Welcome to this video channel about spiritual enlightenment. This video is about ego tricks and ego killers. Remember that there is a low energy frequency from which ego thoughts and the illusion of separation comes from. And this low energy frequency wants to renew itself by adding drama to your life. And therefore it has various tricks, and I like you to recognize those tricks so you can pass them easily. So I will share them with you, and in the second half of this video I like to share with you some practices you can incorporate in your journey to reduce the power of your ego. So the first trick is, you have to see the first insight I shared with you. Your ego always wants to distract you from the transformation you have to go through in yourself. So it will always come up with things you need to change outside yourself. That is the first major ego trick there is. The second major ego trick is that when you go into your spiritual journey, you are going to implement moral values for you, and then after a while you get the thought that you are one of the good guys. You feel that you are one of the good guys already, right? And your ego will try to trick you because it will state that you have to get angry about the bad guys in the world. So that's the second trick. And you're one of the good guys and you see the bad guys and you have to be angry about it, because your ego will always state that you cannot be happy in the present moment. You have to see that actually there are no bad guys. It's just that everybody on this planet is learning in its own way, in its own pathway, at its own moment, its own lessons. You also have to see that if you still got into situations with other people, into situations that you see as suffering, it's still your karma at work. It's your negative energy that is returning to you, creating this situation. And when your karmic ocean dries out completely, you will not get into these kind of situations with other peoples anymore. So don't be angry about people that you would judge as being bad people. That's the second trick. The third trick is that since you're one of the good guys, your ego will state that you cannot be happy because there's still a lot of suffering in this world. So for instance, it can make you responsible for solving the hunger issue in Africa. And all these issues, all the suffering of the world is way too big for you. If you want to finish your spiritual journey, just focus on your own practice and your direct surroundings and the people surrounding you. The rest of it is way too big for you to solve at this moment. So just let it go. Just let it go. You see the suffering and you cannot be happy about it, but don't be depressed about it. We are going to raise your energy frequency, and being depressed about all the suffering that happens in the world is just going to slow down your spiritual practice. It's a very important understanding. The fourth ego trick, even in the awakening phase, your ego tries to define you as special and better than the rest. And it also states, it's a very funny one, but it also states that you cannot be enlightened and be completely happy when you have not obtained special powers yet. So even your ego will state, you know, you can't be enlightened because you still can't walk over water. That's a very funny trick, and when you're in the awakening state, it's very easily to see through it. So sometimes even ego tricks can be really funny. So these are some ego tricks. You have to recognize those ego voices, and they always state you cannot be happy in the present moment. So up to the second part of this video is some really strong practices you can incorporate in your spiritual path to reduce the power of your ego. And the first one is, if you are going to share anything, so maybe dividing a cake, you divide it, you always have to give away the best part. Give away the best part. Make somebody else more important than yourself. That goes the same for if somebody comes and asks you for some money, some change on the street. If you look into your wallet and there's a bill of 5 and there's a bill of 10, please give away the 10. Make the other person more important than yourself. That is a great step forward in reducing the power of your ego. Another great example is if you see littering on the street, just pick it up and clean it. Your ego voice will state, you didn't make that mess, you don't have to clean it. But if you do so, it's a really great ego killer. And next one is, if you just walk in a busy street, you are the one that makes place for the other one. You open doors for everyone. So you make other people more important than yourself. That really helps you in your spiritual journey. If you want to get into a bus and there's a lot of people waiting and you're not sure you can sit, you go into that bus latest. You stand at the end of the line and make other persons more important than yourself. Those are the ego tricks and the ego killers, the practices that can really help you forward. I like to share with you in this video. Thank you for watching this video. Some more videos to come in preparation phase, and after that we're going to discuss the awakening phase and what you can expect in that. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.